Okay guys, I'm going to share with you some of the details of one of the more popular bots that I give away for free in my bot trading class, and that is a strategy called the Snapback. And the Snapback allows you to take advantage of early, we'll say very fast open moves at the open of the stock market around 9:30 a.m. Eastern, Monday through Friday. And what I want to share with you is how exactly this bot works. I know a lot of bot developers are super secretive on the strategy, and I feel like being transparent and authentic is the way to go. There's no secrets. There's really no strategy ever in the world that is super special. Everyone has their own variations of everyone else's strategy. So in this case, what I want to do is share with you how this works. But first, trading does have some liabilities, some risks associated with it. You are responsible for your own trading decisions. Don't blame me for trades you make in your own accounts. So I want to share with you a few things. First is if you do not have funded account, or if you do not have enough money to trade the stock market in the US, there is a $25,000 minimum, which makes it difficult for the average person to begin day trading with. But Real Life Trading offers these funded account programs that start at just $500. So for $500, you're able to get an assessment account. When you grow that 10% without breaking the rules, that money becomes real, and then you do a 75-25 profit split with us. And what happens is you grow the account, then you get a new login and ID and password. You log into the account, and the question I always get is, can I use bots to grow that 10% account for me? Once I get a live account and we do the profit sharing, can the bots continue to trade for me? And the answer is yes, absolutely. So imagine using something as little as $500 of seed money to get an account. Once you understand how the bots work, to get an account and allow the bots to do the work for you. Imagine being on the West Coast, California, and imagine having to get up early every day. Well, in this case, the bot will do the work for you. Imagine being able to, or having difficulty controlling your emotions. Well, the bot will place the trades for you. Imagine being slow in getting your order entry in. And by the time you get your order in, your profit taker, your stop loss, your entry, your quantity, all the right order types, by the time you get all that punched into your broker, the move is already done and over with. But imagine having bots that do all this stuff, all these calculations, using some pretty powerful software, and the bots that I've personally designed. Imagine what could happen if you had bots that either assisted or did the trading for you. You can start with as little as a $50,000 account, which costs you $500, and you're able to lose up to 6% of the account before blowing up an account. And if you do blow it up, no big deal. Just get another one, try again. But what I'm going to do is share with you the specific details on the Snapback. The Snapback is a strategy that I created last year in 2022. I've taught classes on this, master classes, and I've gone to the next level. Not only do we have a master class on this, but now we have a bot that does all this work for you. And imagine what could happen if you were to run some powerful software and you can back test the most recent month, 2 months, 6 months, 12 months time frame to determine what stocks this strategy works best on historically, and get a full page back testing report that shows you every single trade it took, and you're able to tweak and alter and adjust little individual settings so that you can figure out what is the optimal settings when you run these bots. So in this case, what happens is the bullish snapback, the very first candle of the day. This can be Tesla, this can be Nvidia, this can be Apple, AMD, name your favorite stock. It looks for the very first candle to come in. It waits for the second candle to appear if it's above or below. If the second candle goes below the low of this first candle, it's going to buy. It's going to buy low and sell high. And then it's going to get back up to near the high of the day, the high of that first candle, and that will be its take profit. And it's going to buy as we go lower, and the stop loss is automatically calculated, automatically put into place. Now, the bearish snapback is kind of the opposite, where if we break above, if we go higher, it's going to automatically short and wait for a reversal. So it's shorting high and buying back lower. And imagine if you have powerful tools that told you what specific days of the week this strategy on Tesla, on a 5-minute or 20-minute chart, if it told you what works best given recent trends. And imagine a software tool so powerful it can run hundreds of thousands or millions of tests precisely and exactly, and calculate your probabilities of how well it will continue to work in the future. So imagine having something like this that says, hey, by the way, this works really good on XYZ stock on Mondays and Tuesdays. Imagine having that insight. Now, of course, the back test reports will help guide you through what days work best on what specific specific ticker like Tesla, like Apple, on what specific time frames. And so here are the rules. This is how this candle works, this strategy, this bot works. It looks for the very first candle, which is highlighted right here in blue, the very first candle of the day. It waits for a break above or a break below. In this case, the price action goes above. So right here at this $165 level and change, it's going to do a sell stop limit. So it's going to short, and it's going to have a stop automatically calculated above so that you're not risking your whole account. There's not an open, something like a martingale where it just doubles down on your losses over and over and over and hoping for a huge windfall that resets all your losses. This is a very specific amount of risk, like $100, like $1,000, like $500 that you're able to use and calculate, typically risking about 1% of your account, so that if it doesn't work, no big deal, right? And if it does work, you're able to make 1 to 2 times or sometimes more of your risk. So if you're risking 500, imagine making 1,000 if you're right, 500 if you're wrong. And even with 50-50 odds, folks, $500 you're wrong, $1,000 you're right. Even with 50-50 odds, you guys can do the math that over time with enough trades, 10, 20, 30, 40 trades, imagine even cherry picking what days you run on. Imagine having software that tells you very little minor minute changes to the settings can alter the strategy itself and the behavior of each of these bots. And so in this case, this is a great example of a bearish entry. In this case, it is an example on a 1-minute chart, but this can be a 20-minute, it can be a 10-minute. This is just an example. Here is the same thing on a bullish chart. We're looking for that black candle that I've highlighted with the circle. That is the first candle of the day. It's going to break lower. So if it breaks lower, we're going to buy low, sell high. Automatic order entry, the stop market, the stop loss, price target, all of those orders are automatically calculated and put into the broker itself automatically. You don't have to click any buttons. It's automatically executed. And imagine doing all this hands-free. You configure this, set it all up, and it runs automatically in your account for you. So I'm going to share with you guys, and I'm going to show you a couple bullish trades and a bearish trade so that you can get a feel for how this bot works exactly. Let's get into the software. So this is an example of the snapback strategy. And if you could erase everything till now, we're going to relaunch this real quick. This is an example of how the snapback strategy works. It is a reversal strategy, and this is how the bot executes the trades automatically. So what it is it looks at the very first candle, and then it's going to look for either a break below or above. And in this case, you'll see price action moves below. So the bot is going to buy, and it's going to look for a entry there. That green line is a stop down there, and then a profit target up here. All of these, the stop loss down here, the take profit or the profit taker, all of these are settings that are included in the bot that you can adjust and test slight variations of the default settings. And you're able to test over a period of time on different asset classes, on different tickers, on different time frames to determine what works best. And in this case, I'm going to speed up our little demonstrator here, and you'll see that, boop, there we go. We exited. So you'll see here that we bought as price action went lower. Our stop was somewhere down here, and the price action actually reversed. So the price action started going lower and reversed and went higher. And you'll see right here is exactly where it exited. And on a $100,000 account, it literally made $2,000 in this exact example. And this was a recent trade from June 13th. So a few days after my anniversary, right? June 13th is this example. Now, if I was to pop over to the 16th, we'll see another example. We'll jump over to the 16th, the 14th rather, and we'll look, well, same exact thing where the price action breaks lower, it buys, and it waits for this reversal. So it doesn't pay attention to any gaps. It does not pay attention to the type of gaps, the size of the gaps. This is going to execute the strategy regardless, irrespective of what's going on in the market, what earnings, news, any of that. You don't have to worry about it. The bot itself. Not only does it make decisions, calculate the trades, but it actually also auto executes them Someone asked me that the other day. Does it automatically put the trades in? And the answer is yes, it does. And you'll see in this case, boom, it exited almost near the high of the day right there. And again, what it does is it looks for a break lower above and it buys and it waits for a reversal. Now, these are both examples of the long and short trades. It trades long and short. You can make money in up market. You can make money in a down market. And these are a couple examples of the snapback bot in action. We're going to jump to a short trade to demonstrate how that works as well on June 20th. Again, this takes long and short trades. Short trade means you can make money when the price action goes lower. When the stock moves lower, you can make profits off of that. Going long or being bullish means you can get into the trade and make money when the price action goes higher. So in this case, we're going to look at an example of a short trade on, this is the Tesla on a 5-minute chart. And our test period right now is just looking at June through the first week of August. So June, July, and August. So about 8, 9 and a half, 10 weeks, something like that. And so here we are in a short trade. And in this case, got into the trade here, a stop loss up here, and we're waiting for a price action or a rollover lower. There we go. And that is an example of the bot taking a short trade. And you're able to see again what happened where we got in the break above that first candle and our price target automatically calculated and exited near the low of the day. Again, these are bots that you can run on your desktop in your MetaTrader 5 software, and it allows you easy access to trading automation tools that typically were reserved for people with extremely deep pockets. And so this is a technology that is available for anyone, anybody who has a desktop or access to internet or laptop can create income. All right, team, that is all I have for you. That is how this snapback bot works. Please leave a comment in the description below if you have any questions, and I hope to see you in my class soon.